Hi, I'm Ted Faye, and I like finding history. It can be in a museum, a hotel, a park, inside or outside, in a church, a house, a store, and of course old buildings and even ghost towns. Wherever there were people, they made history. So I've set out to find those cool places and things that have a great past. Just think of me as your history delivery guy, who brings you new and fresh servings of history to go. In this series of episodes, we follow the last great American gold rush. From 1900 to 1913, it stretched from Tonopah, Nevada to Death Valley. In 1904, gold discovered in a rock resembling a bullfrog started the bullfrog mining district. Its heart was Beatty, Nevada, a supply town for miners then and for travelers today. In the last episode of History to Go, I was at the Happy Burro, where I met up with Nevada TV journalist and my friend John Tyson. And I also met up with a Western gunslinger, who was in fact the fastest draw in Beatty.
That was scary.
Now it was time to explore an old building next to the Happy Burro. The haunted building is one of the few remaining structures from around 1905. Pat and Fred say it was a brothel, a house of prostitution. Others claim it was just a hotel. But hotels can be important. Bob Montgomery, who in 1905 made a fortune in gold, built a luxurious inn called the Montgomery. It put Beatty on the map. Then came the California. And across the street, the Taylor. Eventually, the Montgomery was moved out of town and burned down. And the California? Well, it burned in town. So only the old Taylor remains. Of course, it was renamed several times, but was it ever a brothel? Well, we may never know for sure. Is it haunted? Well, we wanted to find out. So Pat took us on a tour.
Why did you decide to restore this building?
Well, this is our home, and we want to take it back to the way it would have looked 100 years ago.
You know, eventually make it into a bed and breakfast or what?
The girls might. This is our home.
Okay.
So
But I hear you've said that it was haunted.
It is haunted.
We have something here called Ghost Radar, which is an app you can get for your phone. And it actually will show us if there are any apparitions in the house. Now, John, I want you to hold Ghost Radar. John, hold Ghost Radar. Now, I have here another little gizmo called an ovulus. There are words it's programmed with, and when the spirits are around, they get into this thing and spit out a word. So we're going to see as we go along and take our tour if the spirits have anything to say.
Have you seen
Well,
any?
I certainly hope so. I do. I have.
You have seen a ghost?
Yes, I
Who?
have.
What?
Well, I've seen the little girl. There's a little girl that lives here upstairs, and she just is a precocious little thing, and she will come downstairs, and I've had her curl up in bed with me.
Oh my gosh.
And you can feel her on my back. And,
Oh my gosh.
you know, at first I thought it was Hooker.
You need to take us
Yeah,
upstairs.
let's go upstairs and see if we can meet her.
Absolutely. Come on.
I just want you to know, it said fear. Fear. Sound man Travis, did you hear fear? What happened here?
The thing was straightened up this morning.
That carpet?
Yes, the carpet was laying down the right way.
And it had nobody's been in here all day.
It's been up here.
And now you come in and you see that,
Yeah,
and it's messed up.
Yeah.
And that's typical.
that's typical.
Oh, hold on a second.
You learn to live
That's
with
really,
it.
I'm sorry, that's really hard to believe that that thing was all right this afternoon or today,
Yeah.
and now it's all messed up. You sure you just didn't forget that you put it right? Didn't put it right?
No.
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 You come up here and
I
you
came
make sure.
up here and made sure that everything was straightened up and the beds were all straight and everything.
Now this is where you live.
This is where I live.
Now doesn't that sort of creep the mess out of you? Doesn't that just sort of scare you?
No, not at all.
No.
No.
You're happy living with the spirits.
Oh, absolutely.
Would that creep you out?
I wouldn't be here.
Okay, so do you think Sarah did that?
I think, yes.
Now, this doesn't have to do with ghosts, but I heard that a famous actor stayed up here at one
Yes.
time.
Marlon Brando, after he finished his movies, loved Beatty.
He did.
And he would stay, rent the whole upstairs.
He would. He'd stay
Just
here.
to stay here and stay here just to relax.
Well, that's something. That's something that we have that Hollywood connection between
Yeah.
between Marlon Brando and here.
Well, he couldn't find a place more isolated.
There's an old saying around town, why go to Beatty? Because nobody'd ever think of looking for you there.
That's a good point.
Why go to Beatty?
Yeah.
Well, we've really enjoyed our tour here.
Oh, I've had so much fun having you.
Yeah, we've enjoyed the Happy Burrow,
Yeah,
haven't we?
it's been great. Thank you.
And I love this throwback to Minnie Pearl.
Minnie Pearl.
Yeah, a lot of people may not know who Minnie Pearl is.
Yeah.
But hey, I just had one question. Do you guys have dessert here?
No, I don't do dessert, but the Death Valley Nut and Candy,
Yeah.
it's got some fantastic ice cream and all the candy that you could think of.
Oh, wow,
Well,
ice cream.
Let's go.
All right, John. Well, it looks like we're off to Death Valley Nut and Candy.
I'll be seeing you.
Come on, let's go.
Nice.
All right, let's go.
Now, what about Fred and Patty? Would we come back and have their chili?
Are you kidding? Yes.